Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Matinnee. My name is Garth P. It's great to be with you on a Saturday afternoon at 11 minutes after 1 o'clock. And so early on in the week we launched our new CI here at the station. We revealed the logo. We hit you hard with a brand new tagline, Good Hope FM, Cape Town's original. And throughout the week we've been celebrating those who done it first. We had the pioneers, the innovators. We had them in studio, the likes of Reddy D. We had Mark Lottering in studio. We had Paul Adams. So I thought I needed to get somebody of the same stature into the studio. So I called on my good friend Candice Manual, a.k.a. Kardashian. That's what she goes by. She goes by that on all her Instagram, all her Facebook, all over the social media. We might have seen her all over the show. She's no stranger to TV. She's no stranger to radio. She's been all over the show. Candice?
Sure.
How are you?
Sounds a bit bad, God.
She's been a busy girl, eh? She's been a busy girl. Yeah. So like I said, all over the radio, all over TV, all over social media. But for those people who don't know, Candice Manual. Who is Candice Manual?
Where have they been? I mean,
To the story.
So Candice Manual is a colored girl that grew up in Mitchell's Plain. Moved out when I got married. I was one of the stats, I had a baby in COVID.
Oh, yes.
And I were a bit bored during that time. So, yeah. At the moment, I'm doing modeling full time.
Okay.
I also run a social media platform called Embrace Your Curves. That is a movement I created in about 2016. Just, body positivity, encouraging women to love who they are. And yeah, that's what's been keeping me busy for the past 4 years.
Okay. So tell me something. Instagram, firstly. What, like 17, 18, 19,000? Are you certified in Instagram? Why
Yeah,
not?
that's such a process, eh? And, one really needs it at this point because I get duplicate accounts all the time.
That's what I'm asking you.
So if you know somebody up there, then please give them a shout for me.
Tell us, Embrace Your Curves, tell us
Yeah.
about it. Where did it start? Why did you start it, most importantly?
So I've been in the modeling industry for 20 years now. I know you'd never say hey. So 20 years, I started off with pageantry. I also did runway. And at the time, I was literally a size 8. And, I matriculated and I wanted to go into it completely. And I was just shut down and said, you're a bit too fat for this industry. I mean, at the size 8, Jerry, which is, an average woman these days.
Yeah.
So that canned my whole idea of the modeling industry. Sure. I went into corporate. Don't regret it, though. It really taught me the business side of things and discipline, all the other things that you don't necessarily get from the start when you're going into media. And then I always say it was weird. From a size 8 to a size 18, I was then scouted and I was recruited by 3 top modeling agencies in Cape Town to join them.
Look at me now.
Yeah. And quit my job, doing it full time for 4 years
That's
now.
amazing.
And I absolutely love it.
Wow.
It's not the easiest industry, but it's my dream. And I just needed to take the gap and leap when it was my time.
Oh, okay. So, like I say, you started this thing when? 2016,
Yeah.
27. I actually went to go stalk your Instagram. I went right down.
Sure.
Complete. Till the very first post on Embrace Your Curves. So, okay. Let's call a spade a spade. You started out this thing. Was it embarrassing in the very beginning? Because now you are kind of going into uncharted territory.
Yeah.
And you're prancing around all over social media in underwear and lingerie and things like that. Was there anything embarrassing doing this for the very first time? Because it's not something that we've seen all the time.
Yeah,
It's not
it
something
wasn't something that people really spoke about also. So for me, when I started the page, that wasn't the embarrassing part. The embarrassing part was getting me to that point. So I was so insecure, because the agency had said to me, you too fat to be a model.
Yeah.
And that always stuck in my head. I always thought, you need to follow through, go to work in a call center, like we all do, work in corporate, and just follow through with, it was also coming from Mitchell's Plain at the time. It wasn't something that was encouraged because it said that's not going to pay the bills. Being famous is not going to pay the bills.
Yeah.
And the embarrassing part that came with that was I was actually tagged in a swimwear picture on Facebook. unsolicited. That time it didn't have the option where you could
Untag
remove a tag. So the picture was there, and I just saw people were commenting. They were like, "Oh my goodness!" And when I saw that, I thought it was negative comments.
Yeah.
Only to see that it was actually women saying like, I look like that, and I've never posted a picture of myself on social media because I've always been embarrassed about my body.
Yeah.
That kind of encouraged the whole movement where I thought, this is who I am. I walk around in swimwear on the beach. What difference does it make if it is a panty and a bra, which we all wear? And I just started opening that doors for women to just feel comfortable about who they are.
Nice, man. If you just joined, welcome to the show. We are 17 minutes after 1 o'clock. We're chatting to Candice Manual from Embrace Your Curves kind of fame. So early on in this week, like I said, we revealed the logo. And we got ridiculed completely. The memes flew around on social media. It flew around. The best one was, I saw this guy is drawing Mr. Linear. I think that's what it was called. Is it Mr. Linear?
Yeah.
And I actually want to see that guy. Whoever designed that, let me know on the
Very
WhatsApp line.
innovative.
If you designed it.
Very original.
Exactly. So, if you've done it, let me know, please. I do want to know. And so we got backlash for this logo, but it's something that you need to embrace. And what was the backlash that you got doing all of this?
Wait, how much time do we have?
Let's get comfortable, people.
Put my feet up here
Yeah.
quickly.
It came with its own territory, like, oh my goodness, she has stretch marks. She has cellulite.
Shocker.
And I mean, like, what woman doesn't have it? Every
Yeah.
single shape and size, we come with all different ployer, as they would say. It was really difficult to deal with social media comments. It's still a big part of my life right now. It's something that will probably never go away. But it really just encouraged, I think because I had this feeling towards the industry but they insulted me. They said that I would never make it. And when I saw that things were actually happening for me, it encouraged me to actually just set aside the naysayers and, the comments. Because I have started becoming the person that I wanted to see in the media.
Exactly.
I never saw anybody that was shaped like me or that was represented with me being a colored woman from Mitchell's Plain. And I was just encouraged by myself to actually just do this, and if not for me, for the other girls where I come from.
Okay. We got a message on the WhatsApp line. This one
Already?
says, I had the biggest crush on Candice back in the day.
Oh my goodness, my husband's listening, guys.
Ek het haar stukken gesmaak.
Please, what's the name that you need to tell me now?
It's not your husband, though. It's not your husband. Not your husband. We're chatting to Candice Manual, a.k.a. Can Dashin, on all over the social media. We're going to come back and we're going to chat to her even more about her journey with Embrace Your Curves. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's Good Up FM, Cape Town's original. My name is Garth B. Welcome to the Matinnee. We're having a chat with Candice Manual from Embrace Your Curves. Just getting to know her journey for the last couple of years. And like Coco Chanel said, if you want to be original, be ready to be copied. Is that what you said? Yeah. So since you started this thing, come on.
Oh God, you're gonna eat the. You're gonna step on some toes.
Okay.
That's why we're here. Since you started this thing,
Yeah.
you've been copied. Because you were one, let's
Wow.
call it, you were one of the first to do this, if not the first. Because before Embrace Your Curves, there was nothing like that. I don't remember anything like that. Maybe there was something else under a rock here and there, but there was nothing like this.
Thank you.
And
I
ever since
I appreciate that.
And that's why you're here, because we kind of just celebrating and acknowledging those who done it first, those who pioneered things, and those who innovated. So since then, there's been many people that has come on to social media all over and done something similar and whatever. And yes, it's fine, it's all good and well. But how does it make you feel? Like,
If I can speak honestly, in the beginning it was a bit tricky because I'd worked so hard for the brand just for it to be, replicated or seen all over the show. But I had to remember that the goal of the movement was to create awareness
Correct.
around
Correct.
body positivity. So I think it also encouraged me to look at it and say like, okay, at least I've done my part in that sense where they have also come on board and embraced who they are. The only tricky side of it was I didn't like my complete business model to be copied. You want people to go ahead with it, but also be innovative in that sense.
exactly.
But what I've come to know is that it's never taken anything out of my mouth or, it's
Yeah.
never taken anything away from me, no opportunities. And it's also made me aware that there's opportunities for everybody as well. So There is some points when it's not so lekker to see it, but I'm grateful that the movement has taken off as it is now, to the point where women are a lot more confident with who they are, and just celebrating who they are regardless of shape or size. It's the one misconception of my movement is that it's focused on plus size women because I'm curvy. It's focused on breaking the barrier of a size, so it's not focused on just plus size women.
Correct.
Every single woman has a curve. We are built differently to a guy.
And we change throughout our life as well.
So that is the message that I have behind it, that we're not trying to... I get some comments where they're like, oh, this girl should eat a burger. That's not the direction. We're trying to break the barrier where we're not insulting any shape or size.
Correct.
So I think that's the only part that I wish they would copy a bit more, to actually not just stigmatized by curvy women and open it up to women being who they are.
And it's funny enough that you say that. Like I said, I went stalking a bit to go see what Embrace Your Curves was all about in the very beginning, because I know what it is like now. And there was a photo that you posted, and it was a thin girl, it was a curvy girl, it was a model type girl, and the caption was "Love your body" or something like that. That's I think what it ultimately boils down to. It's embrace your curves regardless of shape or size.
Yeah, we're trying to break away from the number on your jeans. I always say that furthermore than that, we're also trying to focus on breaking barriers of where you come from, the color of your skin, the texture of your hair. So it's just a full movement of celebrating women to love who they are holistically.
Yeah. So I'm going to go out in here and say, I'm going to say it. You are Cape Town's original when it comes to something.
Guys, you heard it here first.
Nobody's done it before you, but we encourage, like you say, we encourage people to do it. We encourage everyone to push this movement, to push this kind of thing that you've started from Embrace Your Curves. Don't copy it as is. Just do your own thing, but push it. Be aware of what is happening. Be aware of body types and self-love and all these things. But throughout this thing, I want to say, I mean, I know you for a long time.
Yeah.
I know you for a very long time.
It's funny the show is the matinee because, guys, my matinee days was spent with Garth behind the decks.
That's hilarious.
You know, the funny part about that, Jerry, also shows our age difference.
I want to see photographs here.
No, but Garth has aged really well. I mean, he still looks exactly the same since the days I was...
Delusional, laugh that loud, eh?
15, 16 in the matinees. So,
brilliant.
yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I've known Candice for a very long time, and she's remained the same humble person that I got to know back in the day. So stay like that. No?
Thank you.
Don't change.
And also, how amazing that you became the change that you wanted to see.
Yeah.
I love
Thank
that you
you.
did that. Like you literally became the change that you wanted to see in the world, and it's a brave step to take.
Yeah.
So thank you for doing that.
What's the future for Embrace Your Curves?
If I say it now, it's going to be coffee. No, I'm joking.
Put it out into the universe. Put it out into the universe. You heard it
Just say
first.
TM.
Yeah.
So with Embrace Your Curves on its own, I've shifted away from just focusing on a social media platform. I've actually opened it up to a clothing line now as well. So they have clothing on there for women of all shapes and sizes. And the clothing range that I have is sexy curvy wear. So it might not be everybody's cup of tea. You know, I don't sell frumpy or oversized clothing. I want women to embrace who they are.
Okay.
So that's the direction of Embrace Your Curves now. Along with that platform, I also do motivational speaking. So I do talks on my journey coming from the start to finish of where I am right now. And that's been going quite well. I've been booked by corporates and those types of things. So I really enjoy that because I actually see the impact on people's faces when I get to do those types of talks. On the personal front, the modeling thing has been going really well. I managed to score 2 magazine covers so far.
Damn.
Look at me now.
Yeah. And that side of my career has been going really, really well. So I'm grateful for those opportunities. I also know that my age is catching up with me. So I'm just trying to take in as many opportunities as possible and just see where God takes me next.
Yeah, break that barrier too. You're already on your way. Don't just break that age barrier. Keep going. You're beautiful and you're doing amazing things. So don't let that get in your way.
Thank you so much.
Candice Manual is in studio with us. So we've been having a chat about Embrace Your Curves. So Candice, you know this is a music show. You know it's a music show. Everything about the show is music. You kind of came in here and just broke everything today with this. But we're going to say bye to Candice after this. But before we say bye to her, of course, we're going to put her on the spot. And it comes up after this. Candice Manual is in studio with us today. We've been chatting about Embrace Your Curves for the last 10 minutes or so. So Candice, earlier on in the week, I asked you, let's say there's a song that plays. What song do you know all the words to? Every single word.
That was really tricky to think of because there's so many that I think I know all the words to. But I tried a bit of an easier song and just said Tevin Campbell.
So this one. This was the song that you said. Okay, so what's going to happen now is you're not going to sing along to this.
Okay.
You're not going to sing along to this because if the word starts to play, when let's wait till Tevin sings here. Let Tevin sing quickly. Come on, Tevin, sing it for us in 8 seconds. So from here, this is where you say you can sing along. Have this beat in your mind. Huh? Let it sink in there. I'm going to give you a word or a line in the song. I want you to complete the line for me.
Oh, gosh, okay.
I want you to complete it for me. So if I tell you something like, and I've dreamed of.
Whoa, where's that?
Come on, Candice, come
Where's
on.
that in the
There's
song?
a line in the song where Tevin Campbell says, and I've dreamed of. Or dreamt of.
It's so much easier when the song's playing and then you know the words.
Exactly. Come on, do it for me.
Wait. Now I would need to first
Sing it.
think of...
She needs to sing it in her head. Fast forward it.
Come on, and I've dreamed.
It's coming to her.
No. 5, 4, 3,
I'm
2,
lost, oh my
1.
goodness. Where's that one? Oh, ever since.
Ever since.
Why did
That's
that
what-
part slip my mind?
Okay,
No
we're
way.
going to do how I just could.
Build up the confidence.
Candice, come work with me, man.
Is that what? Oh, are you actually going in sequence now?
No, we're not going in sequence. I'm asking you to complete it.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to do one
I'm
more.
sucking at this, guys.
We're going to do... Really? Do you know anything, Jerry? Or
What?
you-
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Okay.
That was-
Okay. And if I tell you, girl, next time you...
Come my way.
Oh, well
We're getting
done.
there,
Well
guys. We're
done.
getting there.
on the last one. On the last one. Sing it.
I
Candice.
know what else do next or say next.
Oh, thank you for joining us in studio
Cool.
today. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure to have you
Thank
here.
you.
Well
Thank
done
you for
on
the
your journey.
opportunity.
Well done on your journey with Embrace Your Curves. May it grow from strength to strength. You mentioned clothing. Is there guys' clothing coming along?
Not yet.
No. Okay.
We are for the ladies right now.
Okay, ladies, there you heard it. How can people get hold of you? Where can they follow you? Give us your
Cool.
Instagram handles.
On Instagram, it's Candashian_CPT. And then on Facebook, it's Candice Manual. Embrace Your Curves on Facebook. And then on Instagram, it's Embrace Your Curves_CPT.
Go check her out. She's great. She's all over the socials. Her name is Candice Manual from Embrace Your Curves fame. Candice, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day and good luck with everything.
Thanks.